YouTube, we're back live. We're gonna wait for a couple viewers to get in here before I start. You know, usually I don't really do reaction videos, and haven't really touched on any rappers I don't know, just the ones I do know. But I see this has been something that's been going on for a few years now. So I'm going to wait for a few more viewers to get in here. But if you already haven't hit that subscribe button, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you already haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. Hit that notification button so you can be notified on my next video, which will probably be today. I'm probably going to do another video today about a prison politics. Well, I'm going to do a video about how people make money in prison. 10 different ways people make money, dangerous ways people make money in prison. And I was one of them people. Let's wait for a few viewers to get in here before I start this. This is going to be probably about a less than an hour video. I really don't like I really don't like doing reaction videos, period. But I felt today was worthy because even though I come from a different era and musically wise, you know, I like the old school rappers, old school rap more than the today's rappers. However, TakeOff was one of my favorite rappers. He was definitely my favorite rapper in the Migos, but it takes a lot for me to say I like a rapper nowadays. I really don't listen to rap no more. Listen to old school and R&B. I'm more of an old school guy now. I used to be really into rap. Now I'm not into rap no more. If I do listen to rap on occasion, I listen to Ice Cube, you know, all the old school rappers, Biggie, Tupac. That's my era. Dub C. I fuck with Dub C. But let's get into this video, man. Been on here 3 minutes. So last night I was up quite late, and I was on YouTube checking out some videos, and I seen that TakeOff was murdered. I seen it probably about 1:30 or 2 o'clock our time, I think. And I was up taking notes, different videos, so I could get back into this YouTube channel. And I seen it. I guess it happened 2:30, 3 o'clock Texas time, and that makes it 2 hours earlier here. So I think it was about 1 a.m. when I seen it, maybe a little bit after. It could have been around 2 a.m. our time. But when I seen it, I was like, man, is this a hoax? You know, because I remember not long ago, the internet had the other Amigos dead. They said that Quando died, or what's his name? Yeah, I think they said he died. So I was like, maybe this is just the internet thing. Maybe the internet's killing off TakeOff. But come to find out today, it's all over the internet. He got killed. And you know, I was in the music industry briefly with a friend of mine. We had AWOL Records, had Sibo and all them rappers. And our era was a little bit different. There wasn't no internet. We started in 92, 93. And the internet didn't exist like it does today. But today, being a rapper, being in the music industry is probably one of the most dangerous professions there is. And the reason why I say that is because, well, two reasons. First reason is because if you're hot, if you're a rapper and you're real hot, there's so many different rappers out from so many different cities that in order to stay relevant for a long period of time and have longevity, you almost have to have a rap beef. And a rap beef in 2000 in the 2020s is deadly because rap beefs are very publicized on this internet shit. And people let their egos get in the way. I remember with DJ Quick and MC8, they had a very, very diligent rap beef going on for years. And I remember we was at LAX and I seen MC8 and he had just told the people I was with that DJ Quick just walked by in the airport. I don't know if they had words or whatnot. I don't remember, but that was back then in the 90s. Today, if these rappers see each other that have rap beefs, they let their egos get the best of them, and it ain't no more of these. It's straight whip out the strap and start busting, and that's the end of your life because your ego's in the way. You can't just take it on the chin and accept being disrespected in a song. And to me, that's lame. That's hella lame, man. People say, "Oh, he's a real nigga." Why? Because he shot someone for disrespecting him in a song. That's hella. Why don't you guys go get some boxing gloves and hit the ring and let people bet on your fight, make some money. If you guys feel that disrespected, but in today's society, I think rappers have one of the most dangerous professions there is, just because of them reasons. There's all kind of rumors going around. There's been several rappers that died just this year, and I remember reading something about Snooty Wild. Snooty Wild was a rapper, and I remember he was one of the first ones that got killed this year in Houston. So he's the second person that got killed in Houston. PNB Rock, Nipsey, DJ K-Slay. That female rapper, what was her name? Little Uzi's artist. She's a female rapper. I know she got killed at a stoplight. A lot of cash, Desto or something like that. I remember a female, I think she was in her early 20s. I remember she got killed at a stoplight. Female rapper, and I don't know what it was about, but Little Key died, Trouble got killed. DJ K-Slay. So the list goes on and on and on. And it's like, I sit here week after week and I'm like, I wonder who's going to be next. I wonder who we're going to read about next. I wonder who's going to be on YouTube talking about this rapper got killed for this. This rapper try to rob this rapper for this. And is it worth it? Hell no, it ain't worth a chain. Ain't worth no money. It ain't worth disrespect. It ain't worth no dice game, shooting dice game. See, what I think happened, and I don't like to speculate, but I've been in dice games and I've been around dice games where a lot of money was being put up. And one particular dice game that I remember that got really heated, and I think the homie Bama was shooting dice with another cat from Flat Dog, and I think he hit him for like between 40 and 50 bands. And I know both of these cats. And we was in this cat's garage. And it got really heated. And dude, after he was out of money, started bringing his jewelry out, wanted to shoot his jewelry. So I know how heated dice games could get, especially when the person licking you is talking shit. And like I said, I don't like to speculate, but my experience in dice games is what I really think happened, even though I wasn't there. I don't want to say it's I got some information that no one has, but I could just see it. Now, if old boy was shooting dice and everyone says that TakeOff don't shoot dice, but his partner was, right? And if he's shooting dice and dude's talking shit and old boy's getting lit, right? And it's just a dice game with them two, and you got people in the back side betting and shit, and then another person gets on the dice that is a straggler, like if me and let's just say one of my homies is shooting dice, okay, and I'm getting licked. I'm getting licked for 30, 40, 50 bands. And he's talking shit to me. You know, if I know this cat, I'm not going to take it personal. I'm not going to let my ego get in the way. However, if someone else is next on the dice and he's a straggler and he don't have a relationship with me and he gets on the dice and now he's licking me and he starts talking shit because he heard the dude that was on the dice before him talking shit, I'm going to take that differently than someone that I've been getting down with, been gambling with, shooting dice, talking shit to me. It ain't gonna be the same outcome. So that's what I believe happened. I don't know for sure, but I can picture it. And they say, you know, Jay Prince, his sons threw a birthday party or function at a bowling alley. So, you know, I don't know Jay Prince personally. I've been around Jay Prince down in Texas and in California and LA. And Jay Prince runs a tight ship. He's a very respected man, especially when he's in his own backyard. You know, he probably had 100, 200 people around him. And for this to happen on his watch, knowing who he is, I don't believe for 1 second he had anything to do with TakeOff getting killed. I don't even believe that he would have let that happen if he had foreseen this to come to pass. I believe he would have stopped it, or his son. So they're saying it was friendly fire. TakeOff's bodyguard or his security or someone in his crew was trying to get at the other guys and accidentally shot him. Do I see that happening? It's a possibility, but is it likely? Probably not. If I'm sitting there shooting dice, I got, just say 10 niggas behind me on my side, and I get mad, and I get mad enough where my security or my people pull out a pistol, and my homie TakeOff comes up on the side. The other people is across from me. They're not. My understanding is they grouped up after TakeOff came over there. They grouped up because they seen TakeOff get up. And, you know, it was animosity. It was shit talking. So I don't believe that they was mixed up in two groups. I think one group went to the side of the other group. And I don't believe, I'm not sure now, this is speculation. I don't believe that his own people accidentally shot him friendly fire. It could have happened. Yes, definitely could have happened. But I don't believe that. I believe that, you know, it was an accident probably. I don't believe they tried to shoot TakeOff. From my understanding, he was cool, calm, collective. He didn't shoot dice. He was never in the bullshit. He never talked shit to niggas. So I don't believe that bullet was meant for him. And that comes to show you it really doesn't matter who you are or how much money you have. Anyone can get shot. It takes one straggler to pull the strap out and pull the trigger over egos, man. And if I'm sitting there and I'm a millionaire and I'm shooting dice and somebody that don't know me comes over and he's shooting dice, he don't know who I am and he don't give a damn who I am or how much money I have. If he's that distraught over losing that much money, it takes 1 second, man, for someone to get shot over that shit, man. And it's crazy to me how these youngsters, how these new generation rappers, they everybody got a gun. If you don't have a gun, you'll be naive to the game, to the street game, man. In 2022, everybody carries a pistol or something bigger. Believe that. And it's for their own protection because they see this YouTube shit. They see these videos, everyone getting killed out here over raps, over robberies, over people. You know what? I'm sitting here and I'm talking and something just came to mind. You know, I try to, now being 53 years old, I try not to let my ego get me in trouble anymore. I had a few incidents happen since I've been home. I was at AM/PM in Sacramento on 47th and Martin Luther King, and I'm pumping gas, and my mind, I'm by myself. My mind is thinking about something that happened the night before. And, you know, I wasn't distraught, I wasn't mad or angry, and I'm gazing off, and I guess I'm looking in this cat's direction, and this Mexican cat was like, "Hey, homie, you know me or something? What's happening?" And I immediately went into uh, diffuse mode because it was broad daylight, and I just didn't want them kind of problems. I was in deep thought about something that happened the day before, and I was at peace. So, you know, I try to diffuse the situation, and I did diffuse the situation. You know, when someone comes at you like that, if it was 20, 30 years ago and someone said that to me in around my neighborhood at that, I would have just flexed and just, yeah, what you mean do I know you? And it would have been a problem. We'd have been in a fight. We'd have had a shootout or whatnot. Anything could happen. Now, some situations you can't diffuse. And I was in a situation about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, at a casino. I went with my daughter and her mother. Well, I met me and my daughter went to the casino because it was her auntie's birthday. So we go to this casino, the new casino, Sky River Casino, and it's I believe it's a Friday night. I'm gambling. I take $4,500 with me, and me and my daughter's gambling, and I probably lose a little over $2,000. So I'm walking around, and my daughter goes off with her friend, her mom and her aunt leaves. So my daughter's left there with me, and she calls her friend up and Ubers her friend up there. So they're off doing their thing. Well, in the meantime, I see my cousin Julian. I haven't seen him in years, a lot of years. It's my Uncle Arthur's son, my mom's brother's son. So this is my first cousin. I see him, we're over there talking, and I hit a little jackpot for $1,100 on the Buffalo machine, right? So the reason why I'm telling you this situation is because some things you can't diffuse. And this is one incident that I couldn't diffuse. I tried to diffuse it, but I ended up having a fight and at the casino. And what happened was I won this little jackpot. So I pressed the button, I get my ticket out, it's $1,100 something, and I'm over there talking to my cousin I haven't seen in a while. Now, mind you, my daughter, she's 23 years old. She just turned 23 in June. And while I'm talking to my cousin, she's never met her own cousin, Julie, the one I'm talking about. So she comes up with her little friend, and I introduce her to her cousin, Julian. And she immediately sees my ticket, my jackpot ticket for $1,100. I haven't cashed it in yet, and she snatched it from me. Now, my daughter is we're just gonna say she's something else. So she snatches the ticket and puts it in her bra. She's like, "I'm taking this, Dad. This is mine." So I laugh, and we start wrestling around the casino, playing. I got her in a headlock. No, I don't even have her in a headlock. I got her from behind, and I'm holding her neck, and I'm like, "Bree, give me that. Give me the ticket. We'll go cash it in." And mind you, I already gave her like $500 to gamble. So now she's making me mad because she ain't giving me my ticket back. In the meantime, when I have her, I'm hugging her around her back of her neck. She's laughing. I'm laughing. 3 security guards rush me from the casino. And they're like, "Take your hands off of that girl." And my daughter immediately flashes on. "This is my dad. We're playing. Get the fuck out." And she starts talking shit to these security guards. Well, this big old Mexican dude, and when I say big, I have the video of this fight. I'm not going to post it, but I'm sure it's on the internet somewhere. I'm sure my daughter, my cousin, someone posted it. This dude, I'm 5'10". This dude was like 6'2", couple inches taller than me, and weighed at least 300 pounds. Mexican dude. And when he came up after the security guards come up, he starts talking shit. Oh, you won't do that to a man. You want to wrestle with the female. And my daughter's talking shit to him. This is my dad. And I think she said he'll beat your ass or some shit like that. And I'm trying to diffuse this. We're inside of the casino. And to make a long story short, he called me a bitch and told me he had knocked me out. So when he said that, I got my cousin who was in his 20s, his friend, me, my daughter, and her friend. And I didn't let my ego get in the way. But once he called me a bitch, it was like that was the last straw. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. So I told him, if I'm a bitch, show me I'm a bitch. Let's go outside. I didn't want to fight in the casino. So I walk in front of him with my daughter, with my cousin, with his friend, and with my daughter's friend. We get to the double doors, and the security's right on the side of me. He's like, this is going to be a one-on-one fight, right? I'm like, yeah. So I tell my cousin, I tell my daughter, don't get into it. So I walk out of the casino, and I'm standing outside the door, and this cat is 2 doors behind me, and he's taking a minute to come out. He's just standing there acting like he's taking his necklace off for a good minute or two. So now I'm anxious. So I open up the first door, and he comes out. He's like, you ready, bitch? And I fire and give him a 2-piece. Bing, bing, bing. And he backs up. He's backing up the whole fight. I smoke cigarettes. So we exchange like 7-8 punches a piece. He's backing up the whole time. I kick him in his stomach. He swings and don't catch me at Fleshly, but I had a scab on my nose from another incident 2 days prior. And he kind of like grazed me and the scab broke off. So I started bleeding on top of my nose a little bit, right? His mouth is busted up. He's bleeding all over. And my daughter's talking shit. Now, mind you, I told you there are 3 securities out there. So one of the securities, another security comes out and said he's calling Elk Grove PD. That was the end of the fight. But that's just a situation to show you that everything's not diffusable. Even if you don't want problems, if you don't want to fight, if you don't want to have to shoot no one, if you don't want to have to go back to jail, some incidents you can't diffuse. And I understand those incidents. There was a lot of talk before we went outside. And thankfully, he didn't have a gun, because it would have been something else. We'd have probably been in jail right now if he'd even showed he had a gun or something like that. But I tried to diffuse it. But these rappers nowadays, you know, they don't even try to do that. There ain't no fighting. If just 2 weeks prior to this, there was a fight up there with Oak Park and Stars. They had a 3-on-10 fight up there with June on the Beats and some other cats. And so I won't be going back up there. They banned me from going back up there ever. They got my name and shit. Of course, Elk Grove PD did come. But my point is, if this would have happened with nowadays youngsters, that could have potentially been a murder. And I understand that, because these cats nowadays, I don't want to say everyone can't fight, but I don't see no fights no more. Like, all this shit on the internet is, even the songs they make, we don't fight. We put one up top. We shoot first, ask questions later. My era, there was murders, there was killings, but it was over more serious shit. And if it wasn't serious, it's over gang violence or shit like that. It wasn't over lyrics to songs, man. And as you guys know, I lost a good homeboy. I lost 2 homies to rap, 2 good homies to rap. And one was a Big Q Ball back in the early 90s at the park by my mom's house over a rap video. It wasn't even over a video. It was over gang banging. But most recently in 2017, I lost my homie Ernie over some rap shit, over a rap beef with Sibo and Mozzie. And it's like, these dudes, instead of picking up the phone, if you've got a beef with me, pick up the phone, man. Arrange it with their manager. Arrange it with someone's manager and tell them you want to fade. Go get the gloves. Go to the boxing ring or fight barefisted. You don't have to pick up a gun and shoot everyone you have a rap beef with. Before you know it, nobody's going to be rapping. And before you know it, man, you know what's going to happen? Mark my words. These rappers are going to be afraid to go to different venues to do shows, to go get on songs at studios, because they're going to be afraid they might get killed. And it's not a cowardly thing to be afraid to get shot, man. It's not. If you feel that much tension with another rapper, you should seclude yourself from going to a city, and that's what's going to happen. Houston, Atlanta, Georgia, California, people are getting smoked. People from different cities are getting smoked in these cities, man, and people are going to get fed up. These rappers and these managers are going to get fed up and are going to be afraid to go do shows in different cities, be afraid to go get on someone's song, especially in California, because a lot of people come here from out of state and they get robbed or they get killed. And I don't condone none of that shit. It's putting a monkey wrench. It's putting a hindrance in the music industry, period, man. And I feel for these rappers, man. I feel for the whole music industry. You don't see Smokey Robinson and Levert or Smokey Robinson and The Time or Prince. Them guys didn't have beefs where they had to worry about getting shot. It's crazy nowadays, man. These rappers, man, 30 years old and under, they succumb to shooting each other, killing each other before anything, and it's crazy to me. Let's see what we got up here. Yes, hey, Corey. Hey, you're right, man. It's crazy. And, I wasn't even going to touch on this subject, man, because like I said in the beginning of this video, I don't like doing reaction videos. But I think this was something worthy to talk about. Mainly because I was in the music industry for a while. And thank God I'm not in the music industry anymore, because when I was in the music industry, we didn't get digital sales. We didn't get paid for views and all that shit. We sold CDs and we sold tapes. We paid to have our music played on the radio, and it was very hard at that time. But we got paid per CD, per tape. We was going to moms and pops. We was going to Tower Records. We was putting tapes and CDs on consignment, and we'd go pick up checks every week. You know what I mean? Now it comes you in the mail from this YouTube, these views, and you don't even got to leave your house to get paid. You don't got to go out there and grind. You go out there and do shows and shit like that. They make a lot of money off of shows, but everything's off the internet now, and you can sit behind a computer and be anybody you want to be. You could be flat, broke, busted, and disgusted, and get on this internet, and the world will think you're the richest nigga in America because you're portraying something you're not. And that's what this internet does, man. I know firsthand, being in the music industry, that the money's good, but you couldn't portray to be something you wasn't if you wasn't, because you seen more of us in real life than you did on the internet. Now I see these cats I know for a fact don't have the bag like that. On here with the chain on, with a rented Lamborghini doing videos, Range Rovers, they're rented or borrowed, Lolos, they're rented or borrowed, and people think they really have the bag. And that right there is a dangerous thing too, because when people think you have more money than you have, you're a target. You're a target for robbery. You're a target for jealousy. You're a target for envy. And that's what happens. That's what this internet does, man. And you shouldn't be on here portraying to have all these millions when you don't. Portraying that you own your own mansion when you rent a mansion for $2,000, $3,000 a month from somebody else. Just because you lived in it for 2 or 3, 5 years, but you're renting for someone else don't mean you own it. Don't get on here portraying that, man. Because someone will, believe me, someone's plotting. Somebody is plotting. Somebody's always plotting. And if you ain't ready to protect yours and your family with your life, you shouldn't be on here portraying that, man. And I've learned that long time. I used to be a flosser. I used to floss. all the gold chains, all the cash in my pocket with the bins. I still got the bins, but you know, I don't wear all the gold no more. I don't carry cash around. I carry plastic around now. All my money's in the bank. No one can jack me. If they do, they gotta, you know, it's a different era now. They can't just come to my house, kick in my door, and think they're gonna find 50 to 100 bands. I don't move like that no more. I'm smarter. And I think, you know, for someone to be in Houston that ain't from Houston with $50,000, $60,000 in their pocket, enough to gamble and lose that much money and get mad, they was slipping anyway. I mean, you out of state. And of course, you're around people you think is your family, but just because you think, you know, Jay Prince, you know, he has your back and your producer is cool with him, don't mean all his folks know you guys. And that's when shit happens, man. And to me, it's really a waste of life. That dude had a lot of talent. What was he, 27 years old, 28 years old? Still had his whole. I wish I could turn back the hands of time and be 27, 28. I'd be a billionaire right now. With as much knowledge as I know now, let me have my youth back. I know what to do with it. I always been a money getter all my life. I always knew how to bounce back. When I did lose it all, I knew how to bounce back real fast. I still do. There's so many legal hustles out here right now, man, that you shouldn't have to be out there committing crimes and all that shit. But as this incident proves, bullet has no names. When you pull a trigger, just because I'm pointing it at you, don't mean I'm gonna hit you. I can hit the person in back of you. It can go through you, hit the person in back of you. It could ricochet and hit someone. Bullet has no names, man. Shooting dice is always dangerous. Tempers flare when someone gets licked for a lot of money. It's always gonna be animosity, even though if you don't voice it. If you get licked for over 10, 20, 30 bands and someone's talking shit to you and your people's there listening, it's degrading. It makes you feel degraded. I believe that was the reason why this whole incident happened. His partner felt, you know, disrespected. He's probably getting licked and shit talked to him. And, you know, I don't think Jay Prince had anything to do with this. I don't think, I do think this, though. I do think with Jay Prince's status, I think he's been on the phone all day talking to TakeOff's folks, producers, talking to his own folks, and, you know, going to diffuse the situation. But for something like this to happen on his watch, with his status, knowing his background, knowing that them people been trying to hook him up for years, believe me, Jay Prince is he's gonna check the situation. Just put it like that. He's gonna get this situation checked immediately. He's already been on the phone with people, trust me, all day. And it's sad, man. It's sad someone so young could lose their life in a blink of an eye over a damn dice game. And I know money is the root of all evil, but damn, is it even 100 bands? Is it worth losing your life for? You can make that back, man. You can make 100 bands back in a couple of weeks in this industry. Trust me, we've done it many a times. Everyone takes losses, and if you ain't smart with your money, keep it in the bank. Out there shooting dice, shooting pool at the casinos, gambling, and you got niggas around you that's thirsty, and they see you hit, you in a danger zone, man. I just wanted to touch on that, man. Like I said, I'll probably be doing another video this evening. I'm not known to do reaction videos for the hip hop community with any kind of reaction videos, because it's just not my thing. It's not my style. But I felt, you know, I wanted to do a video about Nipsey's murder, but you know, that's a touchy subject when you grew up in a gang all your life. It's real touchy, man. And I know how people's feelings get hurt, and people got there's hotheads when it comes to their folks getting killed, especially someone of that stature, man. So I really didn't want to touch on that. I really didn't want to touch on this, but I think it's worthy to have a conversation about it. The music industry and murders, man, it's been happening too long. I remember Jam Master Jay. when I first heard that shit, it was like devastating, man. I grew up on that dude shit, man. And you know, all these even some of these R&B singers, Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson, their deaths were um, suspicious, very suspicious. So this industry is dangerous. I just wanted to touch on that. Hit that like button, hit that notification button. If you want to be notified on my next videos, go ahead and hit that notification button, man, because I got some heat coming up. I'm gonna interview Teardrop very shortly. It's probably gonna be by Friday, but today or tomorrow, I'm gonna talk about. Uh, it's a video. I already posted the thumbnail about different ways we make as inmates or convicts. We make money in prison, and I really want to show these youngsters if they have any um, desire, if they're heading down the wrong road and they're going to end up in prison. I want you to know the danger it is being in prison when your folks leave you, when your mom, your dad, your girlfriend, your wife, your sons, your daughters, when they leave you for dead in prison. You have to make a way. You can't live in prison for free. You can't be in there broke. You got to have a hustle. Everybody got a hustle in there, unless you're walking around the yard picking up cigarette butts, smoking other people's cigarettes, begging for soups every day. Everyone gets a hustle in prison, and I'm gonna show you guys 10 ways, dangerous ways that people make money in prison. I believe the video is scheduled for 6 o'clock. I'm already over time. That's an hour from now, so I'll be back on here around 6, maybe 7, maybe 7 o'clock. I'll start my other video. It's about how we make money in prison, the danger zone. Stay blessed, y'all. Stay prayed up. Definitely tell the people you love them daily, because you don't know what tomorrow may bring. We might not wake up tomorrow. When you're my age, you hug that scenario, you hold that scenario more closer to your heart. And I want all the people to know, all the people that I love to know that I love them. So stay prayed up, stay blessed, and go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys later on this evening with a banger. See y'all later on, man. All right, Corey. Good talking to you, homie.